The Small Business Development Department has emphasized the importance of protecting artists against piracy. Minister Stella Ndabeni says piracy, as well as counterfeit goods that are sold illegally, negatively impact the creative industry in sectors such as fashion, film and music. Ndabeni and the Small Enterprise Development and Finance Agency are hosting an anti-piracy seminar in Polokwane. Local artists, including designers, are exhibiting their work, most of which has a heritage theme.
As Heritage Month wraps up for the month of September, the Department of Small Business Development Department, alongside its other entities, are today in Polokwane to essentially spearhead their campaign against combating piracy, as well as the illicit sale, as well as illegal sale of products that have been counterfeited. This affects three sectors in the creative industry, such as film, as well as fashion and music, amongst others. Well, we are joined by some of the creatives. This particular mission will be led by the Minister for Small Business Development Department, Stella Ndabeni. Some of the exhibitors have gathered in Polokwane to showcase some of their material. This, of course, mostly heritage themed. This, as Heritage Month wraps up, let's bring in some of those people and artists that are exhibiting their work. I'm joined now by Mr. Takalani Ligege, who has designed a beautiful, who has painted a beautiful artwork depicting the Mwenda of the Chivenda tradition. Mr. Ligege, thank you very much for your time on our news channel. Should there be any illicit or illegal sale of your work that you've worked hard for, how would that affect you essentially?
It affects us in loss of royalties from the work that we produced. So it's important for artists to protect the copyrights of their work and have a lawyer on call to keep your work in check.
Certainly quite important information. Do you think majority of artists, especially those in rural areas such as our province, are aware of that particular fact that you have something called copyright?
It's difficult for artists or people in our rural areas to have access to that kind of information, as also we have challenges in administration for the arts in rural areas.
Certainly key points there that he is making. That is one of the artists who's here to attend this particular exhibit, Mr. Takalani Ligege, talking about the importance essentially of copyright, and he has just said that if their material rather gets pirated, it takes away from their livelihood. There's going to be panelists here that are going to engage with artists as well as designers, musicians and filmmakers, joined of course by the minister. One of the panelists here is with me, Lethabo Ramakopa. Thank you very much for joining me on the SABC News channel. This issue of piracy, just how rife is it, and how does it impact on the livelihood of those that are producing the artwork and the material?
Piracy is rife, and unfortunately in townships and in our villages, people don't understand the concept and they don't understand the impact it has on the local storytellers, because it takes away from the authenticity of the product. So that also means that the artists don't have benefits of their products. They also lose investors because the counterfeited products then have diluted the authenticity of the original work.
Thank you very much. That's one of the panelists there talking to us, Lethabo Ramakopa, that piracy makes sure that artists who are producing material such as artwork, music as well as film, it ends up diluting the work of those artists that has been produced.